Welcome in tonight to post-game press conference. Middle Tennessee wins 34-19 over Colorado State here in Fort Collins. We're going to start with players first, and the first player tonight is going to be Isaiah Gathings.
Good afternoon, Isaiah. Sam down here. You got me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing great. You know, when I talked to you after practice on Wednesday, you talked about the need for this team to keep the energy up when y'all got out there this week.
Mm-hmm.
How quickly was it apparent y'all had the energy for this game?
From the jump, you know what I'm saying? My boy Trey, he got a quick pick six. I think it was the first play of the game. So that was a big momentum swing our way. And just from the jump, you know what I'm saying, we had a game plan and we tried to jump on them quick, and that's what we did. So it was important to get a fast start.
The quick passing game that y'all tried to make the basis of your offense got off to a much better start today. What was working early for y'all to get y'all in a rhythm?
Like you said, the quick passing game, we felt like we wanted to get the ball out of Chase hands quick, eliminate pressure, getting on them. So we felt like if we got the quick passing game going in our run game, then that would open up the deep game. So we made an emphasis on just getting the ball out quick.
The defense gave y'all a short field a couple times out there that y'all took advantage of. I think y'all had 17 points off of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
How important were those shorter fields to getting y'all those opportunities?
And very important. I feel like last week we were behind the chain. We were in their territory, JMU's territory a lot last week. So we made an emphasis on that also. We just wanted to start off with good field position. Our defense did a great job. Our defensive line had a lot of sacks today. Defensive backs, everybody on our defense just played a great game. So it was a great team effort as a whole.
Yeah, I think the D-line tied a program record for sacks in a game total with 9.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
You had 11 catches today. I think that's your 6th 10-catch game in your career between here and Gardner-Webb.
Mm-hmm.
How fun is it to play in an offense where you're going to get a lot of opportunities to catch the ball?
It's very fun. You know what I'm saying? Coach came in here this summer. Coach Stewart, he came in and he told me like I was gonna have a chance to make a lot of plays in this offense. So I trusted him. He trusted me. I thank him for it. Yeah, it's exciting and it's fun.
The last one for me, Isaiah. You know, obviously a much different mood coming off the field this week compared to last week. What's sort of the mood of the locker room right now?
It's great. It's a great mood. We were just in there dancing, having a good time. It's definitely a different feeling. Winning, because last week it was bad. So you know what I'm saying. We having a good time. We're gonna live it up. Have a good time for a couple hours, but after Sunday, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna chalk it up on to the next, on the TSU. So it's definitely a good feeling.
Anyone else? All right, Isaiah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, next up we'll have safety Trey Fluellen.
Hello, everybody. How we doing?
Hey, Trey, Sam down here. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you. I hear you.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start right where the game started with your pick 6 on the very first play from scrimmage. Walk me through what you were reading on that play and how that play came about.
So honestly, I came down in the hook hash. We were playing like a little cover 3. We knew they like to do the little slants and whatever else. I wanted to play top down because Coach Schaefer said that's the best way to play these guys. So honestly, give all credit to Coach Schaefer and the whole defense for putting that pressure on the quarterback to make a quick throw like that. That's not right there in the pocket. The quarterback's good, but it wasn't right there in the pocket. It tipped off the dude and just made a play. Thankful.
Yeah, it sort of set the tone for that first half, that pick 6. What was the energy like on the sideline as y'all got the ball rolling on both sides of the ball really early on?
Defense, our biggest thing is, setting the tone, doing all these things, momentum plays. We want to win. If we get 3 or more turnovers, you got more than 86% chance to win. So Just making those plays, getting in the right places at the right times to make those plays, getting pressure on the quarterback so he's freaking out, doing all these things to just make those plays.
The D-line played a big role in setting the tone today. I think they tied a program record with 9 sacks altogether as a unit. How much do they help y'all as a secondary when they're getting pressure up front?
Like I said, anytime we're getting pressure on the quarterback, he's going to be freaking out. He's going to be, losing himself a little bit. Anytime we get a pressure on the quarterback like that, where there's second game starting, it's a good thing. Like I said, it's his second game starting. Q-Dog right here had 3.5 sacks. Great job by all our D-line. We've got the top dogs right now. We want the top dogs. We got the top dogs. We want to play the best people so we can be the best for conference. So our biggest thing is just on to the next. 1-0 every day or every week. So yeah.
And finally, Trey, for me, second half, that there were some big passing plays that Colorado State was able to put together. What are y'all going to have to do this week to help correct that when you get back on the practice field?
Right. We're going to have to knuckle up. We can't let off the gas. There for a second, we're probably getting a little too complacent. We need to keep it on the gas, keep the pressure on the quarterback, and just keep our momentum. When we came out the second half, we knew they were going to be throwing big shots and long passes. So just having a heads up, knowing the heads up, and knowing what's going on is the best thing for us.
Anyone else for Trey, y'all? All right, Trey, thank you.
I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Blue Raider Nation. Let's go.
All right, guys. Next up will be Quindarius Dunnigan, and then we will finish with Chase Cunningham.
What's up, Quindarius? Sam Doughton here. You got me?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. You were part of a defensive line group that really set the tone early on with a lot of pressure early. Talk about coming off that edge that first time, getting that first sack of the game, and what that felt like.
Well, that first sack of the game, my first college sack ever. So, like, it really didn't do anything but light a fire underneath me because I feel like I could get another one, and I got another one. I'm thankful for the D line. They real deal. They worked at me the whole summer. Just trying to perfect my craft, and I was able to get better and better. Hopefully, it continues on throughout the season.
As a unit, I think Christian Dixon maybe got a sack in there as well, but y'all tied the program record with 9 sacks in a game. What was working well for you guys just as a whole?
Honestly, we had a few games going, and really, I mean, on top of that, that's good. We executed it well, but I think the overall tenacity that we have, everybody's passionate about getting to the quarterback. We talk about it every week. Who's going to have the most sacks? Who's going to have the most sacks? It's a race to the quarterback. It's our approach. So we're thankful that we were able to get there time after time.
It seems like you have guys that can get a lot of different looks. You got some guys that got some power rushes, some speed rushes. How challenging is that for other offenses to deal with when you have a lot of different ways to get back there?
Oh, that's definitely. I feel like we got a bunch of guys that can do both. So I feel like that's even more challenging all in itself. We can everybody can play both sides. We're deep on the defensive line as far as everybody can have that starting position. Everybody can play. So I feel like when the offensive line is tired, on top of that, now we got fresh guys coming in and giving them a whole different look. It just creates havoc for the core.
Colorado State got a little momentum, looks like from cut blocking and max protect. How did y'all adjust to how they adjusted to get back into things? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Am I out?
Nice. Can you hear me now?
I got you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost you for a second. Sorry.
No problem. Well, I was just saying that Colorado State, seems like they adjusted a little bit by max protecting and little cut blocks as well. How did y'all adjust as a defensive line to what they were doing to get some sacks right there at the end?
Honestly, we just had to stay patient. Like you said, max protection.
You were back right there.
We're good.
Yeah, I got you. So yeah, they had some max protect. Y'all being patient is what you said.
Yeah. We were just being patient. We just trusted the DBs, our secondary. They held it down as long as possible for us to get back there. We just trusted each other. We hunted together. That's our motto. 4 equals 1. We hunt together, and in this case, it was 11-1. So everybody played a role. To us, what was it, 9 sacks? That's
9 sacks.
Everybody played a role in it.
Anyone else for Quindarius, guys? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, our last player tonight is quarterback Chase Cunningham. Here he is.
What's up, guys?
Evening, Chase. Sam down here. You got me?
Yes, sir. Hey, Sam. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Well, you guys got in a tempo really early on in the game today, and that seemed to get the ball rolling for y'all early. What was going well for y'all that was different from last week?
I think kind of what I said last week is we couldn't get that first down, to get our offense going in that tempo. And, a lot of guys made plays for us today. We could, that tempo, we could get them going, and we was trying to gas them out the best way we could.
Y'all were a lot more successful running the ball with the running backs as well.
Yep.
And Frank Pizant had a lot to do with that. How impactful was he for what you guys were trying to do today?
Yeah, Frank's a heck of a player, man. He played his butt off, and, him and the offense line, they had a heck of a game. And, all the credit to those guys and those receivers, make my job a lot easier. So all the credit to all those guys.
The defense helped y'all out as well with 4 turnovers. How much easier is it to go out there on a short field knowing you've got a better shot at scoring every time out?
Yeah, the defense played their butts off. We got all the faith in the world in those guys and Coach Schaefer, and we always know that he's going to have them prepared each week. So, those guys played their butts off. We have all the confidence in the world all the confidence in the world in those guys.
31 completions for you, 11 of them to Isaiah Gathings. That quick pass game between y'all seemed to be really flowing all night. How tight was y'all's connection out there in Colorado?
Yeah, I mean, all those guys, including Zay's a heck of a player, man. And, I think it just goes back to all those, early mornings we had in the summer, all those receivers, 2 deep, 3 deeps coming out there, getting the work in for, situations like that, and it was good to see that stuff pay off. Zay had a heck of a game. He's a heck of a player, and I got all the faith in the world in him.
Finally coming back home after 2 games on the road. How nice will it be to be back in Floyd Stadium for the first time this season?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be nice not getting on a plane. So take a little break from all that traveling.
Anything else for Chase, y'all? All right. Thank you, Chase.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Last up tonight, we've got head coach Rick Stockstill.
Afternoon, Coach. Sam Down here.
Hey, Sam, how you doing, my man?
Doing great. I guess we'll just get things started with your thoughts on the game as a whole.
Really proud of our team, Sam. I thought we had a really good week of preparation. I thought our mental intensity and focus all week long was good. I talked to him on Sunday about, controlling what we can control and just worry about ourselves and don't worry about all the outside noise and being 14-point underdogs and all that kind of stuff and 5 million feet above sea level and, 3-hour flight, all that kind of stuff. We just talked about controlling what we can control. And I thought we were really, really good today. Jumped out to 34-0 halftime lead, or not halftime, but 34-0 lead there at the beginning of the third quarter. I thought that drive coming out of the locker room at halftime is 27, and then we come down and score. I thought that was really good. We came out of the locker room with great energy and executed really well. And then defensively, we did a nice job. And then about the middle of the third quarter, They hit some balls behind us, but they're a talented team. That receiver is really good. We knew that coming in, and but it's never over. It's you never can relax. You play this game for 60 minutes, and we did that. Created a lot of sacks, created a lot of turnovers. We executed well offensively. We were a lot better third down percentage this week than we were last week, and we scored. We were able to run the ball against a really good team. This team was, they got beat by Michigan last week, but this is a good football team. They got good players, and just really proud of the competitive spirit that our players showed tonight. And our coaches did a phenomenal job. They did a great job tonight. Give them a lot of credit as well.
You mentioned the defensive line play. They tied a program record tonight with 9 sacks together, them and the linebackers, I suppose. How disruptive were they for against Colorado State, and how much did that help you on that side of the ball?
Obviously, it helped a ton. Anytime you can get pressure on a quarterback, and we hit him a lot. We hit him a lot also. And I thought we made him uncomfortable. I thought that our pressure was relentless. Thought we did a really nice job. And anytime you can hit the quarterback and get him on the ground as much as we did here tonight, is just it helps your defense so much. It puts them in longer second or third down situations. And you saw a lot during the second half, they max protected, and weren't able to get as many guys out as they would like. And but they had to do that to try to keep their quarterback upright.
Coach Stock, you changed up the coaching structure this season. How does it feel to finally get all of them rolling and having a game like you did on the offensive side of the ball with the new kind of structure you have in place?
Yeah, I mean, I like, what we did, schematically, organizationally, with our staff. I like, and we have a great offensive staff. We had a great offensive staff last week. And, it's, that was the first game for a lot of our players playing. And so these coaches just didn't all of a sudden get smart this week. They did a great job, had a great game plan, really worked good together. Mitch and Brent, Mike Polly, those guys, with Brent being at quarterbacks and Mike being in the offensive line and Mitch being the offensive coordinator, those 3 guys working together, and then Shane and at receiver, and Jeff at running back, and Rick at tight ends there, those guys, did a really good job, and really proud of what they're doing, how they're doing it. And our players have responded really well to them prior to tonight. We played a lot better tonight than we did last week. And but we've got a great coaching staff.
The short passing game got rolling a lot earlier than it did last week. Did y'all adjust anything on that side of the ball to help get that started a little bit earlier?
Well, I think, a little bit of it is, you go back to last week, we didn't know anything what James Madison was going to do. It was all based on what they did last year, and they did a lot of things different. This week, you were able to see what Colorado State did against Michigan the week before. So we tried to take advantage of what we thought were maybe weaknesses, try to get our guys the ball. And, Isaiah Gathings caught a bunch of balls. We didn't have Jalen Lane last week. We didn't have DJ Chisholm last week. We didn't have DJ Chisholm this week. So we lost our top 2 centers tonight. We've lost some people here. And again, our players, our coaches did a really, really nice job. And, Chase was really good distributing the ball, and then was really, really good that last drive of picking up some first downs with his feet.
I was gonna say the run game outside of maybe Frank's fumble was really consistent all night for y'all for the most part. Frank had a couple nice long runs there. How nice was that to see the offensive line and the running backs work together to produce that performance?
Yeah, it was good, and I thought, Frank kind of, everybody talks about Trey's interception on defense, but Frank's first run of the game when he went to the left, it might have been the second play when he went to the left to their sideline, broke a couple tackles, and I think he picked up 12 yards. I thought that was a really good confidence booster for him, for our offensive line, for our receivers, for everybody, because that was a goal that we wanted and thought we could establish the running game better than what we did last week. Disappointed we didn't score down there, in maybe it was a first quarter there when we got down there and we had to settle for a field goal on that second drive.
Our internet cut out here, so we're just going to end it there tonight. And our
All right.
Monday press conference is at 10:30. Thanks, everyone.